Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 6 of the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Randomizer Nuzlocke with Kaylee. And this episode, we're going to be doing the post-gym stuff with Team Aqua and working on getting all that taken care of. So I think last time I did heal my Pokemon. Okay, yep, I did. And now, and just for everyone wondering as well, I already did take care of the Rusturf Tunnel Pokemon last time. The encounter that we got was Kangaskhan. We cherried the Kangaskhan. Just make sure all my Pokemon are named. They are. Okay, cool. So I think right now we're gonna let's let Lettuce in the front of the party because I feel like Lettuce hasn't really had a lot of spotlight, especially after not getting, used in the gym at all. Let's let Lettuce get a little bit of spotlight time, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Lettuce. I don't think... Do I want Lettuce to fight a Ducklet? It doesn't have Wing Attack yet. I think I'll be fine. Just smack it with a Vine. Yeah, it only has Water Gun right now, so I think I'm chill. But yeah, let's see here. I think getting to... We'll either get through the Aqua Grunt stuff today and get to the next town, or we'll hop over to... Wait, who are you? Tunneler's Rest House. Oh, yeah. There's I can't remember. Mr. Briny. Yeah, that's Mr. Briny. Let's get Pico back. All right, buddy. Square up. Give me the bird or no one gets hurt. I think I messed up the sentencing there. Anyways, Slowpoke. Perfect. Lettuce is going to tear him apart. Right, Vine Whip. I've also got a couple videos lined up, a couple ideas lined up, so just, be aware. There's going to be some good stuff dropping in the next couple days, maybe next week or so. See if I can break out of the sleep here. Break out of the sleep. If he growls me and I can't get... Come on, dude. Wake up. Thank you. Lettuce, you've achieved your first KO, or first meaningful KO. If I remember correctly, Lettuce did help us in one of the, episode 3 or 4 with something. But anyways, now that we have the Devon parts, I think we're going to get the Pokénav, or not the Pokénav. We already have the Pokénav. We're going to get an upgrade to the Pokénav, I think, and then we'll have to go to the Petalburg Woods to potentially go to the next gym. So let's head back. Is there anything in here? No, not really. Okay, well, let's head back. Gonna head back and hopefully just make a quick and easy trip back to back to the Petalburg Woods once we find the Devon guy. Okay, there he is. I'm gonna heal my Pokemon real quick, and then actually, you know what? Lettuce didn't even get hurt, so I'm just gonna talk to the guy and heal up with potions if I need to. So there's a great ball. Thank you, sir. That's very, very much appreciated. So let's go talk to Mr. Stone and get the letter for Steven and make our way over to the island city with the next gym. I don't think we're gonna take Brawny on right now because I do want to get the next couple encounters just for the island in general. There's I think the island proper where you can get a fishing encounter. So with the fishing encounter in the city, there's also the cave encounter. So in Dewford, yeah, the Dewford Cave. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Mr. Briny, and then we'll be over to Dewford Town. Then after all of that, it's either gonna set us up for doing the gym next episode, or I'm gonna work on getting just those 2 encounters. Am I gonna have to fight Brendan here? All right, cool. I'm not gonna have to fight him. Let's go back to Petalburg, back through the Petalburg Woods, and then go to Mr. Briny. Cool. And another thing I was kind of interested in doing. I was interested in doing a couple things with my favorite Pokemon, Glalie. I know he's not super great, so potentially doing some Pokemon challenge runs with him. So there might be a couple videos coming out in the future regarding Glalie, or regarding maybe even Donphan. Like, I know I've done a couple idea brainstorming sessions with that. So hello. Yes, Dewford, please. Head to Dewford. And I associate Dewford with Aron specifically because, I mean, the cave in Dewford generally has, when you're not doing a randomized run, it does have the Aron, the Pokemon Aron in the encounter table for that cave. So generally when I'm doing Pokemon, 3rd generation Pokemon runs that aren't randomized, generally I'll want to get Aron because it is one of my favorite Pokemon lines, that Aggron line. Speaking of that too, when I was making the thumbnail for the first episode, I was trying to look up different thumbnails to get a good idea of what was getting clicked on at the time, and what seemed like an ideal and a good thumbnail. And I wanted Aggron to be in my thumbnail, but it looked like there was already a thumbnail with pretty much the exact placement and angle of Aggron that I was using, and I had already pretty much set the entire rest of the thumbnail, so I had to pick a completely different Pokemon, which ended up being Crawdaunt for that episode. So it was gonna be Aggron because we ran into an Aggron that first episode, right? But unfortunately, that didn't really turn out the way that I wanted it to. Houndoom, that's a good encounter. That's our Dewford Town encounter. So I'm gonna use Lick because it's not gonna kill it. If I can get that, that would be great. I don't trust Scratch enough to not kill the Houndoom. And it's paralyzed, plus Lick paralyzes it, so I can actually get a better chance of catching it. I don't know if I'm gonna use my Great Ball on it, but I think I'll have a pretty good chance of catching it if I can just get it. I'm gonna do one more hit. I think that leaves room for a crit. If it crits, then it won't kill it. But that's also still a bit of a risk. Okay. All right. It is time to catch it. Time to catch the Pokemon Houndoom. Fun fact: I used Houndoom, and I'm sure a lot of other people used Houndoom as well in my first run through of Brilliant Diamond. That was like one of my main fire types. So Smog. That's not too bad. It's probably gonna poison me at one point, but I don't think that's gonna be a big issue currently. Because it's not dealing a ton of damage on top of the Pokemon only being level 5. So, please. All right, cool. Houndoom has been added to the roster. So that is our Dewford Town encounter. All right, so I'm going to name this after, 1, my cat, and 2, the original name that I had for my Houndoom in my original Brilliant Diamond save. Hades. Hades the Houndoom, welcome to the squad. And that's Dewford Town. We got another encounter coming up for Route 106, so just gotta make sure that I don't get another encounter for Route 106 later down the line. But I probably should register the Olderod. Let's do that right now. Okay, so now that that's registered, Olderod. The nice thing is, it's not gonna be super high level with the Olderod, so you know, more of a chance to catch it. Larvesta, super good, actually. Super good. Now, I'm gonna use Lick again. This thing doesn't have nearly as good defenses. Jeez. Yeah, do I even want to... Okay, I'm gonna risk another Lick because I don't think it will kill. Does it paralyze? No, it does not. Ember, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. That was also a crit. So I think I'm gonna be smart about this and just play it safe. Chef, the Ducklet, you can be swapped out here, and then I'll start throwing Pokeballs. I think this episode is mostly just gonna be about catching our encounters on Dewford Town, getting to Dewford Town, and then, you know, once we get our next encounter in the cave, I think that's when we'll wrap up the episode for the day. Ideally, Larvesta doesn't take too long to catch. I also have one other thing that I have. I know Larvesta does evolve at like level 56, so I'd kind of be carrying it for a really long time if I was going to be, you know, using it for a long time. Every Pokemon is going to be evolving by level 40, at least in this playthrough, because I'm a little impatient and I want to actually be able to use the Pokemon in their final form. But if that doesn't pan out, you know, I think Larvesta is probably going to get boxed anyway, because we already have Houndoom, which is already in its second stage. I think I'm going to use a Great Ball here. If it was like Volcarona, I think it'd be a different story. I would 100% use Volcarona over Houndoom, just because Volcarona is insanely good. Jeez. This Larvesta really doesn't want to get in the ball. I guess its catch rate, I can't imagine that its catch rate would be really low compared to other first stage Pokemon. So 2, 3, maybe? Let's catch it? No. Okay. All right. Well, I'll probably just do a jump cut to when we catch it. All right, we caught it. Way too long. It took way too long. But, yeah, just forget that one. That took way too long, but we caught it. We caught Larvesta, and it's just gonna go right in our box. Let's, what are we gonna name the Larvesta? Stickbug? Because I'm thinking of the Stickbug meme. I'm gonna name it Egg, because I think that's funny. Egg the Larvesta. Welcome to the box. Now that I've wasted about half of my Pokeballs, I need to go buy a couple more, and also heal up my Pokemon, because about 2 of my Pokemon are burned, and about at half health, so yeah, there's that. We're gonna go catch another. I'm gonna catch another Pokemon. I'm gonna get my last encounter for the episode, and then wait, is there an actual shop here? Is there not a shop in Dewford Town? I don't believe there is. Okay, wait a minute. Are you a shop? No. Another Silk Scarf. I have 2 of those now. All right. Well, I'm gonna go to the next encounter, Granite Cave. Let's see what we have in Granite Cave. What are we leading with? Lettuce. I think Lettuce leading is fine because Lick can paralyze. So let's see what it is. What is our encounter? Electivire. Love to see it. I don't think I can paralyze this thing, but I definitely can bring it down. Electivire is actually one of my favorite Pokemon, just by the way. It was also on my team in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, so I feel very good about having it on the team. I don't want to kill it, so I'm just going to use Scratch. Thank you. Okay, that could hurt just a little bit. Electivire is going to be kind of scary, low-key. We only have 17 Pokeballs. I hope it catches, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be very sad. I'm going to just... I'll cut to when either I catch it or something happens to the Pokemon. Okay, so you know what? I'm a little surprised that we caught it, and now we have 2 electric type Pokemon on the team. So I'm in a little bit of a dilemma. Do I keep Static or do I go with Electivire, one of my favorite Pokemon? Now, realistically, I can't have both because they're both pure electric types. That would be double the ground weakness on my team. So we're gonna nickname Electivire Rockstar because I think of like I don't know. I think of music when I think of electric type Pokemon, and that was even before Pokemon Sword and Shield came out. So, anyways, Rockstar has been transferred to Box 1. We're gonna take a look at now before any ending of the episode happens. I'm gonna check all of the Pokemon that we caught today, check their abilities, check for any items that they were holding, and see if I do want to swap out Static for Electivire, just depending on the you know abilities and stuff. So first off, let's check Houndoom. Houndoom, you have ability Healer. Sometimes heals an ally's status condition. That's interesting. I think that actually could be really good. I'll have to look at the specifics of that, but I think for right now that is just chill. Let's take a look at Larvesta. Larvesta has the Refrigerate ability, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably never gonna use Larvesta, but that's also a really awful ability for a bug fire type Pokemon. Synchronize. It has a Dusk Ball. It's holding a Dusk Ball. Passes poison, paralyze, or burn to the Pokemon that inflicted it. Very, very nice, actually. I think that'll be... I don't know if I'll use it right now, because I think... Let's take the item. I'm gonna take the Dusk Ball. Do any of these Pokemon have items? No. We did get the Dusk Ball, but other than that, I think that will do it for us for today. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Next time, we are going to take on the gym. I will do some off-screen grinding just to bring our team kind of up to around level 20, and then I think that's when I'll take on second gym. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya.